All right. Hello. So I am back for part 2 of these Aquarius season general readings. We left off with Cancer, so I'm going to start with Leo and finish with Capricorn. Um, yeah, my information is in the description box below, and that's pretty much it. Mercury is in retrograde right now. Venus is in retrograde right now. Um, you know, it's January, so it's still cold outside. All that good stuff. But yeah, we're gonna get into this general reading with Leo. Okay. 3 for Leo, please. Ooh, okay. Aggressive. Um, like at first I wasn't gonna take it, but then I realized like it was 3. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for it. But I feel like that was a bit, dramatic. But we do have 2 major arcana cards here, so maybe it needed to be that dramatic. First, we have the 2 of Pentacles here. And the 2 of Pentacles is about like juggling your time, trying to decide what you want to invest in, what you want to give to. And it also kind of looks like he's signaling to the ship where to go. It's almost like you're kind of like you're guiding. You're the captain of the boat, even though you're not even on the boat. But you are on the boat. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a very like Leo way to be, because you guys are like ruled by the sun, and the sun is like there, but it's far away. But it's good that it's far away, because like if the sun was closer, we would like burn. So like, I don't know. It's like you're a part of the action even when you're not directly in the action. But then you have the moon here in the middle, and the moon is about like secrets. It could be about like diving deep into your emotions, and kind of just about like digging deeper. And with this 2 of Pentacles, that could be like really taking the time to figure out what you want, and making um like rather than just going with the flow of things, really like taking the time to like establish what you want, rather than being passive and being like, you know, away from the action but a part of the action, actually being kind of enveloped in everything. So maybe this is you like coming closer, and kind of like experiencing a different side of yourself, because like this is the moon, and it's kind of like we think of the moon as like opposite to the sun. So like maybe this is like you experiencing a different side of yourself. Then you have the Magician in reverse, and the Magician is about manifestation, but in the reverse it could be about like manipulation. So that's kind of interesting. um I'm gonna look at, before I clarify it, because this deck has like really positive meanings for stuff. And so stuff that I would normally be like, sometimes it really like actually isn't that bad. Nope. The first word, manipulation. Power can blind you to what is appropriate. Keep in mind the negative stereotype of the magician as a charlatan or a swindler. Good grief. Okay. Well, so maybe you're deciding on how you want to use your power. Maybe you know the power that you hold, and you're kind of like deciding whether you want to have that over somebody or not. Okay, that's an interesting place to be. Um, I would say, hopefully do the right thing. Um, because you have the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and the Nine of Pentacles is like enjoying the fruits of your labor. So kind of like enjoying, what you've manifested, but like enjoying it on your own, enjoying it by yourself. So like you're choosing, I don't know. Yeah, for some of you, you're choosing how to use your influence. And I don't know what else to get from that. I'm gonna pull one of these. Like an alternate. Anything else for Leo? That's a lot of cards. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So literally, some of you are like weighing a decision. And at the bottom of the deck, it says expect powerful change. So like some of you are trying to decide like what to do. For some of you, it's you just deciding whether you want to like collaborate with someone or not, whether that be romantically or whatever. But I feel like it is romantically because you have a lot of water here. And then but you also do have pentacles here, so it could be like a career thing, but I feel like it's not. But it says a win-win outcome is forecast. So whether you decide to, you know, take that leap or not, it's going to lead somewhere, because you're either going to learn or you won't learn. You're either going to succeed or you won't succeed, but it's an important decision, because with this major arcana here, it's an impactful decision. So make it with some, thought behind it. And with this moon card, really take the time to dig deep and figure out what you want. Whew. Okay. So next we have Virgo. We're gonna use the Nightmare Before Christmas deck because I like this deck. I think it's cute. Okay. What do the Virgos need to know this Aquarius season? Oh, that's a lot of cards. But the Wheel of Fortune came up, so you know. Had some success. I'm sorry about the noise, y'all. Like, I live in like a duplex, so there's people upstairs. Oh, it came out again. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, but there are some kids who live above me, so it gets a little loud. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. All right. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Presents, the Five of Potions, and the Queen of Candles. And I really like the I really like this deck. Like, I really like the movie, so I like reading it. But it says this card represents major life changes and shifts in luck. So it says whether you switch careers, begin a new romance, jumpstart lifestyle shifts, or relocate across the country, you'll have good fortune on your side. So, I mean, that's pretty like simple. I don't think that I need to explain that. But yeah. Okay. It says, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Candles, and it says the Queen of Candles represents a clever, confident person with a strong independent streak. Used to being the center of attention, she's a popular, inspiring leader who brings out the best in everyone. Bringing optimism into any project will invigorate it with the energy it needs to be successful. So, then you have the Ace of Presents and the Five of Potions. So I feel like you're going to kind of on the Wheel of Fortune, there's this like dead guy, right? And I feel like basically you're going to kind of bring life to something that was dead. You're going to kind of like come into a space and transform it, because it kind of looks like so there's this like dead guy and he's like trapped on this thing, right? And then imagine like this person comes along and picks it up, right? The Ace of Presents. And although it like is woeful at first, it kind of like transforms into something else. Cause like I kind of want to say like moving is better than dead, but like that's really, I don't, that doesn't make sense. But yeah, I just kind of get the thought of you just kind of like transforming something. Um cuz even in this card right here, like this figure is holding him, you know? And then like in this one, this person is like picking up this like toy, right? And then in this card you have light. So it's kind of like the change, like the, you know, brighter period. I hope that makes sense because I don't know. But it could also be for some of you that, like, after a period of feeling like this, you know, this Wheel of Fortune comes and, you know, you start to come out of that, and all these new opportunities presented to you make you feel like this. And as I say that, there's the Chariot here, and the Chariot is about like moving forward, and it's about moving forward and overcoming obstacles. So it's like, even though at first you may have felt like you were in your shell, you start to come out, and then you get all these new opportunities, and then you start taking the opportunities, and then some weird stuff starts to happen, but then you get over the weird stuff, and then good stuff starts to happen, and then all of a sudden, like, you're in the energy of this. So it's like, I don't know. It's so literally like, you see how there's this wheel? Doesn't this wheel kind of look like a monster truck wheel? Like this wheel, if you got this wheel rolling, will probably not stop. It will probably like crush anything in its path, kind of thing. And so like, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Just like onward and upward. So, period, poo. We like to see it. Sorry if I sound tired, y'all. I'm like low-key in pain. I am cramping and it is not fun, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get through it. Life is gonna be alright. Okay. Next we have Libra. What does Libra need to know for this Aquarius season. Ooh. Okay. That was one too many. I really want some ice cream. Like, I don't know why. I just. But like some like birthday cake ice cream, like something thick, you know? Mm. One more for a Libra. Oh my. Okay. Alright. We have the Five of Swords, the Hangman, the Five of Cups in reverse, and then the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So, I don't know. You got two fives here, and I think it's interesting that like fives are indicative of change, and they're both on the sides of the Hangman, and the Hangman kind of looks like a T, so it kind of like splits the middle, and it's like two kinds of change. There's a change in thoughts, and there's an emotional change, and for some of you, the change in your thoughts may be easier than the change in your emotions. Um, for some of you, you taking time to attend to your thoughts leads to you ruminating on the past, and it leads to you kind of looking at things like you have no options, but that's not true because the Six of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and the Six of Wands is a card of like success and being supported and being celebrated. So it's like for some of you, maybe you're being supported and celebrated, and it feels like a lie, like it feels like imposter syndrome, and maybe because success isn't what you thought it would be, but you're not an imposter, you know? Like, just because it isn't what you thought it would be doesn't mean that it isn't yours. Um, yeah. I keep forgetting to take pictures for Instagram. But, yeah. For some of you, you just need to, like, take time. For some of you, you need to know when to sacrifice your time to work on what you need to work on, and yeah, because that time helps you kind of like get through and get over the past because you're not enjoying your success or you're not enjoying your you're not enjoying your accomplishments because you're stuck on what you don't have rather than what you do. Yeah. That was terrible. Oh my goodness. That word would not come out. And like, I've never had trouble with that word ever before in my life. That was crazy. It's Mercury in retrograde stuff, man. Okay. Who we got next? Scorpio. I'm just going to do the oracles for Scorpio. Okay. Well, shoosh. They fell out right away. Okay. It says, step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Then it says, you're very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. And then you have, your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So, right away, this is very Scorpio because y'all are fixed signs. And fixed signs do not like change. But you're going to need change to get to where you want to go. And in that change, you have to make decisions for you because with you and your loved ones are safe at the bottom of the deck, it's like you don't really have to worry about how the change is going to affect the people around you because you really like, okay, say you're scared to take a job because you think that it's going to put you in a place that's too far from your family, or you think that you're not going to have enough time for them or something like that, right? It's if you take the job, it's going to end up working out where like you still get to see them, or like you're still close enough to see them, like something's going to work out. But you kind of have to have that faith, like especially with this your commitment is being tested card. It's like usually when this card comes up, it's like some conflict comes up to kind of show you what you really want and what's really important to you. And it's up to you whether you want to go after it and go get it or not. And especially with this, you're very close to achieving your goal card. It's like this is something that you worked for, and you have the choice of getting what you worked for, especially because you have a lot of like purple here and you have a lot of blue here. To me, I pay attention to the colors and I kind of like put them with the chakras. And purple is like the crown chakra, which is your connection to the divine. It's your faith and like your service to humanity. Blue, it could be your third eye or your throat chakra. And your throat chakra is about like communication, of course. It's about like honesty. It's about feeling understood. It's about how you express yourself. Um, your third eye is your intuition, wisdom, you know. Your ability to make choices, discernment. And so I feel like this is kind of something that pushes you in a way that you haven't been pushed before, but it's pushing you for a reason that is going to be bigger than you ever expected it to be in the long run. Yeah. All right. My throat keeps getting so dry on me. Okay. So next we have Sagittarius, and then we have Capricorn, and then that's it. Okay. Sagittarius need to know for Aquarius season. Need 3 for my Sagittariuses, please. Okay, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, the Judgment, and the Hierophant. Okay. Okay. Yep. You know how like sometimes stuff be like clear as day, but you just be wanting to like make sure, and then it be clear as day, and you be like, okay, well, I could have just said it. But you know, I'm a Sagittarius too, so I be trying to make sure I'm not like projecting. But it is what I thought it was, so it's okay. But so the 4 of Pentacles, right, is about holding on to something, and it can also be about like saving money, about like being greedy, if it's, you know, in a bad way. But yeah, the 4 of Pentacles is about like holding on to stuff. And you know, that's interesting because like I would not expect that to come up in like a Sagittarius reading. But I'm proud of us. Yay us. Go us. Saving up. Whoop whoop. But you also have to realize like money does have to flow. So make sure you are spending a little because it has to flow. It has to flow. Seven of Pentacles in reverse is about like not seeing results as quickly as you want to. So it could be like, saving up for a little while, and then it's taking longer to save for a thing than you thought it would, and you really don't want to do it anymore. You're like, I just want to get back to spending my money. But with this Judgment card here, like, you really should just stick to what you're doing, because it has a higher purpose. Like with this Hierophant, and then underneath that you have the Magician. With this Hierophant and this Magician, like, you're being led to manifest what you want to manifest. Like the Hierophant is like represented by Taurus, and like Taurus is a fixed sign, which is like, if they start in one direction, they're gonna go in that one direction. They're gonna stay constant. They're gonna stay constant. And so, like, for you, it's like you're not used to a routine, because you're a mutable sign, and mutable signs are like adaptable. They're the signs that are like always like switching things up and all that kind of stuff. And it's like you're now being asked to like be consistent with something, and that's new for you. But it has a purpose, and it's leading you to manifest what it is that you want. And it may not look like what you thought it was going to look like with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You might think like, oh, well, I was supposed to have this and that and this. But you're actually being called to have a whole lot more than you even think. Again, y'all, I'm sorry for the noise, because like the walls in this house is so thin, like you can just hear a lot. But yeah, that's all I have for you, Sagittarius. You just stay consistent, because there's a lesson in this. And then you have the Devil and the Hangman at the bottom of the deck. The Hangman is about knowing when and what to sacrifice, and the Devil is about like well, it's not all about bad habits, but it's about like habits. It's about like hard work. It's about like obsession. You got the Wheel of Fortune, so like luck is on your side, but you have to kind of like change your own fortune a little bit by pushing the wheel and continuing to push and push and push until it gets to harmony and peace and where you want it to be. But don't ignore, what you got going on, or, don't ignore what you're called to, because it doesn't look like what you thought it was going to look like with that Seven of Pentacles. For some of you, that Four of Pentacles is you holding on to like an idea of what you thought things were going to be like. Or for some of you, that Four of Pentacles is you kind of like not opening yourself to, because the Four of Pentacles in some decks is kind of like somebody who's got their like arms full. They're like not at all open, and it's like you're kind of closed off to new opportunities. You're closed off to what could help you get to where you want. And so, you're kind of kicking yourself. But yeah, we're not good at like being told what to do. We're not good at like, being given rules and stuff to follow. Like we like to give ourselves rules, and even those sometimes we break. But it's like these will help you. It's like, just endure the medicine for a little while. You can get to where you need to get to. Okay, Capricorn, and then we out of here. It's 4. Okay. That's crazy. Okay, so we got the 2 of presents in reverse. We have the Ace of presents. We have the Queen of candles. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of candles. So that's the 2 of pentacles in reverse, the Ace of pentacles, the Queen of wands, and the 9 of wands. For some of you, this is you for some of you, this is you overbooking yourself. For some of you, this is you choosing a path for yourself. And yeah. Yeah. It's as they're struggling to manage your time, money, or energy, and it's starting to affect you negatively. If you have too much on your plate, reevaluate your commitments. Analyze your expenses and cash flow, delegate tasks, and make meaningful changes that will create balance in your life. So, some of you are overcommitting to things, and you're exhausted with this 9 of candles. This Ace of presents is like a new opportunity you've given, but you have to put a lot of yourself into this new opportunity. And so you don't really have the time or the energy for that right now. And that's basically what this is saying. So I would just say, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself about what you can deal with right now and what you want to deal with. It's okay to like want time to yourself. That's okay. It's okay to like prioritize time to yourself. That's fine. You know? But if you want that, commit to that and set aside the time for that so that, when you have all this other stuff going on, you don't resent that because you really wanted this in the first place. Like be honest with yourself about what you want instead of overloading yourself. That's pretty much all I have. Okay, so I know that I'm gonna be doing like these lives for every zodiac season, but I'm not sure what other kind of like videos I'm gonna make. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do like a weekly thing, because I'm trying to kind of like balance on my social medias. Um, yeah, but let me know what kind of videos you guys would want me to make. It doesn't even have to be tarot. I can do like other videos and then just do the lives like a monthly thing for each season. So let me know what other kind of videos you guys would want to see, or if you guys would just want more of these. Um, but if you guys would want more of these, they would have to be like something else, like consist of something else too, because just this is kind of like, you know, kind of draining after a while. But yeah. And also like I'm I'm not one who's like gonna force myself to try and like do a reading if I don't feel like doing a reading, because I feel like that's not genuine, and I don't feel like you should live, breathe, eat, sleep tarot. I think you should live your life, and I think that tarot should be like confirmation for you or validation for you, so that like you can watch it and go like, oh, okay, so all these signs I've been getting are right. Okay, cool. So next time I hear that sign, or next time I see that sign or hear that sign, I know that like I was right. My intuition is right, because when I watch tarot, it confirms my intuition. So I know my intuition is right. You know, like it should be there as like a little helper to help you hear your inner voice, because like, you know, you shouldn't have to like depend on it to live every day. Like it shouldn't make your choices for you, you know, because sometimes it may not even be your story, depending on who you're watching. So yeah, but yeah, just let me know what kind of videos you guys would want, and that's pretty much it. um yeah, my information is in the description box below again, and I'll see you guys next time.